think that this is something that we do when we switch from boxing to becoming trainers. We start, when you're a fighter, you kind of idolize fighters. And when you become a trainer, you start to take notes on other trainers. And, for me, my guy that I really like is Customado. And obviously, Teddy
Sure.
Atlas came from that school. And then there are just so many. And I just look at, obviously, our own trainers had such a great influence on us as like
Absolutely.
Ramon Espada and now Jesse Huerta and things
Yeah.
like that.
Absolutely. I mean, Ramon, I've learned so much from him, and he and I talk all the time, and I'm constantly picking his brain. But you know, Teddy Atlas, Customato. I mean, but I'm also going off and looking at other people on Instagram. There's a guy in Atlanta, his name is Mustafa. I've been watching him and taking tidbits from him. But also, I've been watching Angelo Dundee. I've been watching all these other boxing coaches. And see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what I like, what I don't like. I'm just taking little bits here and there and just applying it. And I try it first, see how I try to shadow box it with my clients, see how it works, and see if I can get it off or teach it. And then I go from there, man. I'm taking bits and pieces from everybody, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
At one point, man, I fell into the golden era. I was watching a ton of Sugar Ray Robinson. I was watching
Oh,
a
yeah.
ton of him and Willie Pep. I was watching all those guys, dude. And I was Tony Zale, and I was getting super excited. And that's the thing that I really liked about the Teddy Ellis podcast. He's going he's naming all these boxers from the golden era, man.
Yeah.
And I've never heard these names, but Teddy Ellis describes them with such excitement, and he's got so much knowledge about them that I ended up looking them up. Next thing I know, I'm down the rabbit hole. It's actually a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Willie Pep was a guy that I read about just in high school, and I read at the time YouTube wasn't big, and there was more on Willie Pep in newspapers and books than there was in YouTube. And I already turned him into one of my favorite fighters without seeing footage. So now that
Yeah.
you can go on YouTube, and now there's like a wealth of Willie Pep footage, it's amazing to watch and
Yeah.
study what he did.
Just watching his footwork and just the in and out of Robinson, the side steps of Pep and how he's circling around people. So what I ended up doing, I went to Target, I got myself a notebook, and I'm sitting here staring at my computer, just writing down notes, man. I have a thick notebook already of notes, dude, and I just can't wait to go back and teach my fighters. It's so much fun.